This barrel is awesome. Pew, 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 pew. I'm often asked, what is a good rock tumbler for beginners? So today I'm going to review the National Geographic Rock Tumbler Hobby Edition. Tumble on! Inventory time. Let's make sure everything in the kit is there. Oh, by the way, I bought this. I'm not being sponsored. This is just for fun for you guys. So in here, in the instructions, we've got a list of items. So I'm going to go through them. We've got the rock tumbler base, a tumbling barrel on there like that. We've got grit, stages 1 through 4, coarse, medium, pre-polish, and polish. Woohoo! And we've got gemstones. We'll go through those in just a second. Power cord. That's good. We need to have a power cord for sure. Ha. Strainer, or should I say wannabe strainer. Not so sure all of those will fit in there. Stay tuned. Replacement tumbler belt. That's cool. Jewelry fastenings. That's a new one for me. I haven't done jewelry before. Let's check out these gemstones that came with the kit. In the learning guide, it tells you what rocks these are. I'm not so sure if everything is exactly what was sent. We've got aventurine right here. That's pretty. I've never tumbled that before. Very nice. Sodalite right here. Bunch of little pieces. Nice. Tiger's eye. There. Nice. I've seen tumbled tiger eye. It's absolutely stunning. And what else do they got in here? We've got jasper, red jasper, black, and Dalmatian. Okay, here's the red. And the black, I guess. I'm not so sure about that. It's got a little mica reflecting in there. And the Dalmatian. Well, it definitely looks like a Dalmatian. We've got agate, or wannabe agate. Looks like a big piece of quartz to me. Huh. Although this one does look like an agate. I see a little bit of banding there. We've got rose quartz. There we go. We shall see. What else is in here? An amethyst. Okay. I got this, I have to admit, I got this wet earlier because I was questioning whether that was really amethyst. Although you see this little piece. Oh gosh, I hope it, there you go. I hope that shows. I would say that's amethyst. There you go. 2 things I wanted to point out when rock tumbling. Okay, wait, 3. There's always background noise because I've got other tumbling going on. Ha ha ha. Okay, no, seriously. With rock tumbling, as a general rule, you want to have your barrel 2/3 or 3/4 of the way full with each stage. So this isn't going to be an issue with the first stage because the rocks are in their raw form. Then when they're done in stage 1, they're going to lose a lot of volume. So there's not going to be enough to do the rest of the tumbles. But we're going to follow the instructions as given by National Geographic and hope for the best and see how it goes. If this does not work out and the rocks don't shine the way I think that they're supposed to and the way I've read reviews on this rock tumbler, I'm going to do it again with the grits that I have from the rock shed over here. And we're going to test it because I think that this is probably a really good tumbler. It just doesn't have the right grit. I think this is really weak grit. Let's get tumbling. Following the instructions, I'm just going to take this knob off, and I have a hard time getting this off. It suggests getting something to pry the lid off. So do it like that. And then it says to use this knob again to pull out the inner lid, which I agree, you do need that. At least I do. Jeez, that's a good seal, actually. This is a really good barrel. Next, we're going to add all the rocks. Just gonna literally dump them all in here. Oh my gosh. This is... I'm not used to tumbling with such a few rocks. There you go. It's not even quite halfway. But like I said, we're going to follow the instructions, so here we go. Alright, it says to put in the rocks, and then grit number 1. And these are measured out for exactly 1 stage. Pour that in there. Then it says to fill with water till it just covers the top of the rocks. Watching. Almost. That seems like a lot of water. So it says to put this inner lid on. Man, that's a really good seal on there. It's got a tall lip on there. Okay, and you put on the outer lid. Make sure that's on good. I always look to see if it's even, because sometimes it doesn't. You can see that some of it's really close. So I'm gonna, it doesn't say to do this, but that's what I'm doing. So it's a tighter fit. So I can get this screw on here, knob. Okay. Reattach and tighten the black knob, place on the barrel. And I'm a little nervous that this might walk, because these barrels on here tend to move depending on how it's balanced. So I don't want this on the table running. I'm going to put it on my garage floor and see how that does. So I'm going to do the maximum days for each stage. So it says 3 to 5 days for stage 1. We're going to do 5. All you got to do now, and I think this is in a good spot now. So now all you got to do is push the number of days by pushing the set button. That's on 5. And then start. We're on. And there you go. Look at that. Oh, how cute. Aw, little baby tumbler. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Nice. Sounds good. I'll come out here in an hour or so and see if it's walking across the floor. See you in 5 days. Woohoo! Coming out to see if this is shimmying across the floor, but no, it doesn't seem to be walking. So that's a good sign. But just to make sure, I've got some chalk. I totally forgot I had this. I'm gonna mark this and we'll check it again later. How's that? Look at that! 5 days later and it hasn't moved. Woo! Yeah! Darn, I wish I got it on video. I literally just walked out here and it just turned off because it's the end of 5 days. Woohoo! Let's check them. Here we go. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. 5 days. Now you got to use one of these. The Lortone barrels and most other barrels, they have a little washer that's on top, and you just use that to pop these open. But I can't do it without, I need something, a tool. So here we go. Wow, that's a really good seal on here. Holy mackerel. It's got a taller lip. Here's the slurry, kind of a grayish brown. Interesting. Okay, looks like everything came out. That's cool. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, very nice. Look at that. Ooh, okay, let's take them in and dry them off and have a closer look. Hey, time for the exciting reveal. We've got them all dried off here. Okay, you're not really supposed to do that. You're supposed to leave them in water in between the stages. You don't want any of the grit to harden and get transferred to the next stage, but we're gonna do this real quick. So here's the rose quartz. As you can see, there's a big gash there. I don't remember if that was there before. And it's got a chip from some other rock in here. See all these broke off? Wow. Anyway, this got nice and smooth. It definitely needs to be tumbled more before it moves on to the next stage, but I'm gonna follow the directions, like I said. And then we've got some amethyst here. This all broke apart. It's actually, whoop, okay. So these all broke apart. Kind of in cool little pieces though. Let's see if we can see light through it. Oh, look at that. Wow, what a beauty. Very nice. Let's see, let's find another one. This one? Yeah, look at that. Ooh, very nice. I have never tumbled this before. This is fun. Okay, we've got Dalmatian jasper. None of these have tumbled actually, except for red jasper I have. But anyway, look at that. That got all nice and smooth. Very cool. Tiger eye. This piece is definitely not very smooth at all, but it's smaller. These are a little better. Look at how beautiful. Look at that iridescent stripe banding going on. Very cool. We've got adventurine. That turned out nice. Oh, look at this. Watch. Look at that. It's like sea glass. Here, let's try one more. Let's try this one. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yeah, and so this piece though, not so well. Probably got grit stuck in there. I'm not so sure. And we've got the red jasper, like I said. That's pretty cool. It's got a little bit of yellow actually on this one. Fungal fingers. So those did pretty well. Although this is really rough on that one. But you get the idea. Okay. Now we've got sodalite. Look at that. Oh, I held this one up to the light earlier. Watch this. Look at that. Nice. What a beauty. I don't know if that's picking up or not, but hopefully you get the idea. Nice, nice, nice. And we've got the agate. Doesn't look like much, but watch this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. What a beauty. Very nice. Don't find those around here. Maybe in Oregon or something, but here, check this one out. Where did that go? One of these sides has... Oh, here we go. See? Nice, nice. I want to eat it. Looks like a cough drop. So again, a bunch of chips came off. We're just going to throw these back in. We're going to follow the directions and do, which I've got out right here. We're going to do stage 2. 6 to 8 days. And like I said before, we're going to do the maximum number of days. So I'm going to set this for 8 days. Now, this tumbler only lets you go for, let's see, what's it say? 7 days. So I'm going to have to set a reminder to set it for 7 and then add a day. I'll put this back on here. So I don't think it walks across the floor, but we're going to leave it there anyway. You never know. It might sneak up on us. Okay, so let's load up the barrel and get stage 2 going. Woohoo! So the instructions do say that if they're not smooth enough to run them again in that same stage. But since I don't have enough rocks to do that, because by the time I get done doing that and these are all smooth, there's going to be very little left, and they're just going to clang around in here like crazy and bang up and break. So we're just going to keep going. Go. Man, this lid's hard to get on. Alright, gonna set it for 7 days and make a note on my phone and a big piece of paper to come back and add a day. And there we go. Woohoo! Just did 7 days, time to add 1 day. It defaults to that, so start. Okay, this has been tumbling for 8 days, stage 2. Let's see what we got going here. The reveal. I just can't get over how good that seal is. Come on. Okay. Is there any rocks left in here? Oh, yeah, there is. Little itty bitty. Nice slurry. Oops. Boy, there's not much left of these. Oh, they're so pretty though. Wow. Oh, wow. Look at that. Love that. Sodalite. Nice. These are so pretty. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There's the agate. Let's take these in and look at them. Woo! I've been storing these stage 2 rocks in water because I've been so busy and I didn't want any grit that's left on them to dry on the rocks. So let's inspect them. They're almost all dried off. I sprayed them a little bit because you're not supposed to let them dry out, but let's have a gander at what stage 2 did. Pretty smooth. Focus. Oh, there you go. Look at that, how smooth that is. That's really nice. Here, let's dry it off a little bit. Look at that. That dried it off. I don't see any cracks or anything. These are actually really tumbling nicely. Surprisingly, that's really surprising to me because there's not many rocks that are in this tumbler and they're really knocking around. Probably helps that they're probably similar hardness. That is a huge deal. So, because if you got soft rocks in there, they're just going to fall apart. Look at that gorgeous agate. Wow. Look at that. Nice. And it's so smooth, too. It's just like, oh, nice. Here. See? It's just a little pit there. I can live with that. I'm not one of those that needs, like, them to look super perfect where they, in my opinion, kind of look fake. Well, not fake, but, you know, they just look like they're too perfect. And there's nothing wrong with that, too. I like rocks to have character. That's all. So, yeah, these are nice. And we've got red jasper. Very cool. Really getting smooth. Venturing. These are all nice and smooth. This rock tumbler is doing an awesome job of smoothing these rocks to get them ready to polish. I'm really impressed, actually. Let's go ahead and put this in. Stage 3. Oh my goodness. A whole bunch of little chips. Holy cow. Get them all. They're not going to be... Bye, guys. We probably won't see you again. Stage 3 might do you in. Alright, it says to cover the rocks. Unlike the lower tone tumbler, which says an inch below. This is hard. This is my only issue with this, is the seal on this is so get it into the lower it into like one edge and then somehow wedge it in there. It's so tight. Come on, get in there. Holy mackerel. Too tight. Ugh. Jeez. Alright, 8 days. Oh, look at this. More rocks. Stay tuned for those. 8. Time to check the rocks. Ooh, it's dark out there. I'm scared. Stay right there. I'll be right back. I keep bringing this thing out because I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to use this. It's too tiny. Anyway, we're going to use it this time. Sorry I haven't used it yet. Alright. I got my little screwdriver again because I can't get this off. I'm actually crouching a little weird on here because I got this wet from another tumble. And now I don't have a place to sit. Boo-hoo, wow! Rock hounding problems. Alright. Let's see if I can get this off. Easier. Okay, that was better. Is there anything left in here? Hello? I think I see some bumps. Oh no, I wonder if there's any rocks left. Nice slurry though. Again, stage 3. Okay, well, here's something. Oh, I did it again! See? Okay, that's my beef. Otherwise, I think this is a really good tumbler. This is too tiny. God, losing my mind. So let's take these in and look at them. They're so tiny. Okay, here. I put water in there. Let's pretend like I didn't already pour it. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Nice. Hey, it fits. Of course, this is stage 3, so they're smaller. But yeah, so, you know, this works for this little tiny tumbler, but I recommend getting something bigger. Then you don't have to, like, hope your rocks don't fall out into the rest of your gravel or something, or grass. Worse yet, grass, yeah. Okay, let's take these in and dry them off. By the way, I'm rinsing this out really good in between each stage, just so you know. You know, rubbing it around with my hands and all that. I've got one hand here available, so get all that grit off of there in between each stage. So there you go. All right, here they are, looking really good. I'm actually really surprised at how well that these are. They're really, like, I don't see any cracks or crevices. There might be a couple of little pits in some of them. Oh yeah, like that. But that would, you'd have to like wear that down to almost nothing to get that out. This has got apparently a little piece of amethyst in it. So I need to get a toothpick and pick that out because my pin's not working. Yeah, that's not working. I wonder if my screwdriver will work. Come on. No, I'm going to go get a toothpick before I do this. We're going to move these on to the polish stage. Stage 4. It is time. And all those little tiny chips are just like barely there. They all disappeared except for these. So they're going to go into polish now. So let's load them up. Gosh, I have never done a tumble where there's like basically nothing. But I'm literally following the instructions. Aren't those pretty? Gosh, look at that. I'm going to do the maximum days like I've been doing for each of these. So we're going to do this for 10 days. Because it says, even says it right on there. The long polishing time will help you get the best results. I'm all for that. Gosh. Like, this feels like there's more grit than there is rocks. Seriously, I'm not kidding. It literally feels like there's almost more grit. Okay, be careful not to breathe it because I'm yakking and laughing away. I'm going to cover the top. That's what they want, not below. Ooh, almost forgot to. Gosh, so important. Ah, you guys went through all that. Gotta go to the last stage. Alright, yeah, this lid is so hard to get on. Where there's a will, there's a way. Get it into one corner and then there, that was better. Maybe over time it gets looser, but not too loose. Okay. Hello, is there anything in here? 10 days. This thing only goes up to 7, so I'm going to do reminders. 4. I'm going to set it for 7. Is it still plugged in? Yep. Pew, 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 pew. And then I'm going to set it for a 7-day reminder, and then 3 days for 10 days total, and then we're done. Final reveal, and I got this. Woohoo! Finally remembered to grab this, so let's get this opened and rinsed off, and then we'll go inside and check it out. Can't wait. Woohoo! Hey, is there anything in here? Hello? Okay, I think I see something. Okay, here we go. So it's quite the tan looking. Let's see. Ooh, it fits. Uh-oh, there's a couple stuck. Come on, get out of there. One left. Okay, that's not so bad. That's a nice putty color. Alright, here we go. Ooh, I'm so excited. Hi. Hi, little rocks. Hi, little rockies. Woohoo! Yeehaw! Washa, washa, washa. Washa, washa, washa. Washa, wash. I'll wash this later. Get my little scrub brush out and wash those. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. Cool. Let's see if they're shiny. Let's take them in. Woo! Hey, they stayed in. Okay, there you go. They're all polished. Woohoo! 10 days, and wow, look at what the National Geographic Tumbler did. Wait. Is there a polish? Oh my gosh. There's no polish. Ah! By the way, do you see the faces I did? Yeah, no, seriously. No polish. It's a matte finish. Looks good otherwise. This is a really good tumbler. I'm actually really surprised. It did really well. That's water. Bummer. So, my plan now has changed. I'm going to use my polish from the rock shed, and we're going to put that in there for 10 days and see how it goes. But otherwise, look how smooth they are. Look at that. It's really cool. It's a flash on there. Nice, with the tiger's eye. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so let's load it up, do it 10 days in the good polish and see how it goes. Woohoo! I'm so used to putting 3 tablespoons of grit or polish or whatever into the barrel, but this is a 1-pound barrel. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of polish in here. That's just a little itty bitty pile of rocks. Remember, don't breathe. This is just hilarious. Let's do this for 10 days. I'm going to set it for 7, come back for 3, and then we'll check them out. Woohoo! Tumble on! Time to check them. 10 days or so in the polish. I'm so excited. I hope they polished up nicely. Ooh, is there anything in there? I think I see one. All right, let's use this little tiny strainer. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay, get out of there. All right, be like that. Let's rinse them off. Ah! Oh my gosh, I think my husband was using this last. Too funny. So pretty. Let's take them in, dry them off. Let's see how polished they got and see if they're done. Woohoo! So I know we've already looked at these many times over, but here's the finished rocks. Look at that polish. Yep, rock shed polish is superior to the National Geographic Hobby Edition polish. There's no doubt about that. So these aren't perfect. I never strived for perfectly shiny, flawless rocks anyway, but you can definitely see that this tumbler did an awesome job taking them from raw form to these beautiful, beautiful rounded little rocks. Oh my goodness, look at that. So yeah, I'm happy with them. It's very cool. All right, that came with a gash, but it is what it is. So there you go. Time for the pros, in my opinion. This barrel is awesome. When I opened the box, I could not believe the quality of this. It's really durable. Yeah, the inner lid is kind of hard to get in, but you know, just get a little screwdriver and pop it in there. Another pro is a fast motor, which really shapes and rounds these like nobody's business. They clink around. So make sure you got some hard rocks. You're good. Another pro is, it may be obvious, but it came with rocks. Not all the tumblers come with rocks. So that is a bonus. Should have come with some more so that we could have like done a full tumble, but you know what? These did well and it came with rocks. This is probably one of my favorite pros. It's inexpensive. This rock tumbler is either half or a third of the price of like a lower tone 33B. That's what I've got, 2 of those. And so for an entry-level rock tumbler, the price is right. All right, now for the cons. The barrel size. It's pretty tiny. It's a 1-pound barrel, and you can only fill it half to 2/3. So, you know, when it takes about a month to tumble rocks, even though this is fast because it rotates fast, the motor's very fast, it's still, you're not going to get a lot of rocks done in this. So anyway, barrel size. Another con is that the motor is weak. It'll turn off if you overload it. So you can only load this, like I just said, half or 2/3. So another con is that the polish is bad. So I ended up using the rock shed polish, but yeah, I mean, if the polish is bad, that's easy to fix, right? Tumbler's still good. And I think I already said this, but not enough rocks were included. Hey, at least we got some rocks, but I wanted more rocks. So do I recommend the National Geographic Hobby Edition Rock Tumbler? Yeah, actually I do. I would totally recommend it to anybody that wants to get into the hobby, entry level of rock hounding and inexpensive and all of the pros and cons that I mentioned. Just keep in mind the limitations if they're important to you, the pros, if that outweighs the limitations. I really do honestly think that this is a great tumbler. I am tickled pink to have it in with a collection of my lower tone rock tumblers. So I will, if you're interested, leave a link in the description for if you want to purchase this. It's an affiliate link. And thank you, and tumble on!